Hey, today I'm cooking dinner in the Nutri Ninja Pro. So first of all, we switch it on. Then I want to saute the meat. And I had put some oil and some spices. So now it's time to put the meat. I'm also going to add some onion and some salt. You see how quickly the meat is browning? That's the Ninja Pro for you. So I'm gonna cover and let that one simmer on high. This is how you set the temperature. That is 4, but I want it on 5. Now that the meat is well seared, I'm going to add a little water, and then I want to pressure cook this meat. So our dinner will be ready in no time at all. Let me show you how we do that. You close the lid, then you stop first. You slide this to the pressure setting. And then I like doing quick release. Let me do 15 minutes. 15. Then start. So after 15 minutes, the Ninja will tell me it's time to open. Yeah, the counter is proceeding. We are now at 5, 4, 3. We're almost there. And then it's going to automatically release the pressure. And then now we can open. That goes on hands-free. That's why I love this gadget, man. So once the steam release is finished, it normally writes like this, open. Mine has been sitting there opening for 7 hours, 7 minutes. And we was prepping the potatoes. So this is how our meat looks. Remember, we just put very little water, and that's more than enough. Now I want to use this pot to boil other things, so I'll be transferring my dish into the pot. See you on the other side. So here we are going to, I prefer doing this for the meat. I put in some onions and some garlic and ginger. Not really. Garlic comes later, but there's some ginger in there. And this is the meat that we cooked in the pressure cooker. So at this point, the meat is really soft. So we're just looking at adding some of the flavor. That's why I'm intentionally leaving the soup here. We will add it later. So to the stew, I'm going to be adding some potatoes, some frozen green peas, some chopped onions, not onions, tomatoes, carrots, and green pepper. So my meat is already done. We're not taking time here. We're just trying to add some more rich flavor. But of course, taking care not to burn the meat. I'm going to add the potatoes. Just letting the potatoes soak in some of that meaty flavor. And then let them continue together for a few minutes. So if you look closely, the potatoes are starting to get ready around the edge. And our meat, all the juices are well dried, but it's not burnt, it's not sticking to the pot. At this point is when now we put the veggies. So I've put all the veggies and I'm going to stir them. And then we're going to let our tomatoes to cook so that the stew can be very nice and thick. Never rush this step, it's very, very important. So that's it. I'm going to cover and give it time for the tomatoes to get well done. So the tomatoes are now ready. Yeah, you can see they've become soft. It's time for us to add a little gravy because we're going to eat this with some rice. And we always start with our little beef broth, little as it is. The taste is amazing. Those seeds you can see there, by there, they are coriander seeds. I like using whole natural spices. So let me add some more water, and then we're going to cover it and wait for the potatoes to be done. I'll show you the end results.